Hey, what's up, guys? Jamie here. Thanks so much for joining me in today's video. I want to say a very warm welcome to you. If this is the first time joining me via YouTube, welcome. My name's Jamie. I'm a full-time affiliate marketer, digital ad strategist, and I'm the coach for a program with over 560 students. If you're interested in learning more about that, I'll be sure to drop a link after I finish this live. Everyone else, welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. I've been a little bit quiet over the festive season. Hope everyone's had a really good one as well. And I thought with the upcoming event of New Year's, it usually brings a lot of resolutions, all that sort of stuff. But one of the issues is that people will set resolutions. They will create goals. They'll jump into the new year with a lot of gusto. And that usually dies out about February, March. And so what I'm going to attempt to do today is take you guys through a bit of a presentation. It's going to basically show you a different way of looking at your goals when it comes to business, at least anyway. And so it's just going to be a pretty quick one, but hopefully you guys are going to get a ton of value out of it. Thank you very much for your comments. If you do happen to jump on the live, drop a hashtag live. And of course, if you do happen to watch the replay, for those of you tuning in via Facebook, smash that heart button, drop a comment, let me know you're here, and let's get moving. All right, let me share my screen. Give me one moment there. All righty. So this one is called, as you can see, What You Want and How to Get It. So like I say, I think one of the issues with resolutions and doing all that stuff is a lot of people kind of get stuck in this idea of setting a resolution, and all of a sudden it reaches February, March, and they've burnt themselves out. They don't stick with their goals, and basically in doing so, they end up living another mediocre year, and obviously doing the exact same thing at New Year's Eve on the following year. So what I'm talking about here is we're going to map out something called your ULT. Now, this stands for your ultimate lifestyle target. So I'd encourage you guys, if you're wanting to follow along, is grab a piece of paper and start writing the stuff down. It's probably going to help you just start to think about a couple of things as you're going through it. So what you ideally want to do is work out how much you will need to live the lifestyle of your dreams. And so this is going to do a couple of things. If you have that in the forefront of your mind, you've got all these things mapped out, like, okay, well, I know if I want to get the mansion, I want to get the sports cars, all that sort of stuff, this is how much I'm going to need. And when you can condense that down, it comes back to that old saying of how do you eat an elephant? You take one bite at a time. But most people are only looking at the whole elephant. They're thinking, gosh, that's a big meal. How am I going to eat that blooming thing? Without actually considering the idea that you can, chop it up. Not that I would condone anyone eating elephants, of course. So here's what you want to do. You want to list out your dream desires that you have, all of them. Or it can be like the most ridiculous things. Don't like hold yourself back with this. It's about planning stuff out and mapping it out and having your dream lifestyle. That's why it's called Ultimate Lifestyle Target. So what you also want to do at that point is add a price next to each one, the total value. So for example, if it is a mansion that you're after or a luxury villa in Tuscany, you might have an idea of 1.4 mil. Now, I would encourage you to actually go and do your best to find what the actual prices are for your items. Quite simply because if you have that in your mind, it's going to give you an anchor point to work from as well. Could be after an E-Type Jaguar. That's my dream car. One of them, anyway. I also love the E-Type. The XJ220s, the Jags there as well. Anyway, I don't know what their value is. I think last time I checked it was about 90K for one. So I threw $100, 100K on the quarterly vacation in a luxury location. And if you're doing that quarterly and you're quite happy to spend the cash, let's assume it's 100K. Whatever. This is your lifetime lifestyle, though, not mine. Right. Now, what you ideally want to do is you want to go through and you break down the monthly cost for each item as best as you can. Now, have a look at a lot of the time when you jump onto different websites, they'll have all sorts of calculators there to work out, budgets for loans, things like that. You can actually just take that information. Usually it's done on screen. It's not overly complex, and it gives you kind of a basis to work from, nothing too strenuous. And so it might be, for example, that you've got your mansion repayments are at, say, 10 grand per month. You might have the Jaguar maintenance at $1,800 per month, and you might have your vacations at $100K a year. It works out to be about $8,333 per month. So what you ideally want to do is tally all those things up. So just go through, after you've written out this whole thing, tally them all up. And then what you're going to do is on the next part, you're going to get mathy. That's a word. I made it up just then. So if we make the assumption that your total breakdown cost over the course of a year to have your dream lifestyle is, let's say, 200K, just for argument's sake, what we want to do is we want to work out a daily target, a daily figure for that. So what we're going to do is take this thing, I just threw it out there, 200K, why not, divided by 365. And you're going to get this figure to $547, which is not a huge deal. It's not a ton of cash over the grand scheme of things, especially if you've been following along for my channel for a little while. You know that I specialize in the conversion of high-ticket affiliate marketing products. So, of course, if you're selling high-ticket products and you're making $1,000 or more per sale, it stands to reason that you're going to hit your targets a lot easier, right? So let's take this another notch. Now I know what this figure is. Okay, here's where it gets really cool. So stick with me here, guys. So if we round it up, say $548, and what we can do, we can break that down to, because that's our daily rate. Let's say we're only wanting to work about 8 hours per day. Comes to $68.50 per hour. It's pretty crazy. Probably pick up a couple of coaching clients, you know, if you want. $100 for a coaching client, $200, 500, 1,000, whatever it is, whatever your price is, you probably pick up a couple of extra ones. Now, if you're part of the Super Affiliate Accelerator, and you're welcome to check out the link below for those of you that are tuning in via YouTube, I'll leave a link there. You're welcome to check that out, see if it's of interest. But we pay a commission of $1,250 for that if you're closing your own leads. Pretty cool stuff. So let's get real fancy here. Let's say that you're making $1,250 per sales, not a bad gig. Not a bad day's work, one would say. And from that, you're dividing the daily rate that you've got from your dream life, and it works out to be 2.28. Here's where it gets really cool. If you divide that figure, 7 days in the week, divided by that, it means that you realistically only need 3 sales per week of SAA, in this case, to hit your dream lifestyle. 200K a year is going to buy you your dream life. Kind of crazy. Now, a lot of people probably thinking at this point, yeah, well, you know, 3 sales a week feels like a lot. And I don't necessarily disagree with you. However, you can get that. It's not super hard. It's not outside the realms of possibility. Look at some of the better performance from SAA. And some of those guys have made 5, 6 sales in a week, you know, crazy stuff, right? So here's where it gets really interesting, though, is that most people, while you're thinking about your dream life and what you're chasing out of that, what most people won't consider is that you don't actually need all that to live a pretty cool lifestyle. And so the magic number that gets thrown around online always seems to be $10,000 per month. And so I've done a little bit of math here and I've rounded it up. They say 120K per year. For most people, that's going to be some pretty good cash, and it's going to get you a pretty cool lifestyle. Most people wouldn't have to be at a place of employment if they're earning 120 grand per year. And so that comes to the very small sum, in my opinion, of $328. Now, I've spared you guys the mathematics behind this. I'm just going straight to the punchline. What it means, using those figures before, $1,250 per sale, is that you only need 1.84, so less than 2 sales per week in order to hit 120K a year. Not too bad, not too hard. Pretty damn cool, right? Really, really cool stuff. So here's where it gets tangible. So now we've got these esoteric concepts of like, okay, I've got this much cash that I'm chasing, that much thing, and this is going to get me my lifestyle, my car, and the blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. What you now want to do is you want to make it into something practical. And so if you take the number that you've created, whatever your dream thing is, right? And divide that by the number of sales that you would need. And so if we assume that that figure is, say, 1%, then basically it works out to be, in this case, pretty cool. You know that for every 100 people that you're chatting to, if you're doing the organic marketing stuff, 100 people that you can reach, You're going to make a sale. You're going to make $1,250 for every 100 people that you talk to, that you offer, that are qualified, that are, all that sort of stuff, right? So that means that you only need to have 29 conversations each and every day. Not super hard. Now, some of you guys know, as part of the organic marketing strategy, you don't actually need to get stuck in this way of thinking. It's just a way for you to get your teeth stuck into something, and you can evolve your business. You can automate the back end of it later on. You can do all that sort of stuff down the track. It's just to get that initial movement on your business, and then you can start looking at automations down the way. But doesn't that like light something in you? Like, if you know, okay, I only need to have 29 conversations per day in order to make 1.8, or I think I rounded up in my math, rounded up to 2 sales per week, making 120K a year. Pretty cool stuff, right? Cool. So there was something else that I was going to get you guys to do. I was thinking I just doubled up. Okay, yeah, doubled up. So anyway, whatever. Okay, here we go. So here's the thing. If you look at the 29 conversations that you're meant to have per day, and on those days that you don't feel like doing it, this is the really raw stuff here, guys. You don't feel like doing it. You don't want to go and converse with people, and you don't want to create content. You don't want to put yourself out there, all that sort of stuff. You're effectively missing out by doing that. And so what you need to do is think about everything that you're not gaining by not reaching out to those 29 people. And what I mean by that is, if you look at your loved ones and what you would like to give them, and how you would like to spend more time with them, and what you would like to help them accomplish, and if you got children, putting them through better schools, or giving them vacations or things or time or experiences or whatever, every time you can't be bothered reaching out to people, that should be your motivation. When you get to that end of February, March timeframe, where most people burn themselves out with their goals or resolutions or whatever, those are the things that are going to drive you forward. Those are the things that are going to absolutely propel you, because then you're like, shit, I can't stop. I can't. Like, I've got a goal to hit. I don't want to be at this job that I hate. I don't want to be letting my kids down. I don't want to be letting my family down. All that sort of stuff. And that should be your push forward. Get yourself motivated when you're not feeling it. So anyway, hopefully that helps you guys out. Just a little quick one today. Hey guys, good to see you. Joshua, how you doing, man? Quinn, Vivian, nice to see you. Hope you guys have an amazing festive season. Any questions on the back of that, folks? Cool. Might leave it there. Hopefully that helps you guys out. Really just wanted to help you connect the neural pathways in your brain when it comes to setting your goals and working out what you really want to achieve. And like I say, that big thing, at the end of the day, it comes back to having the big audacious goal, and then breaking down the steps to get there. What do you need to do on a daily basis? Make a plan. List out what you enjoy doing, what you don't enjoy doing. Like, look at ways that you can outsource the stuff you don't enjoy. Look at ways that you can improve certain processes. You can automate certain things. So end of the day, end of the year, hopefully, what you're doing is you're spending the time on the things that bring you the energy, that bring you the sense of fulfillment, and all the stuff that you don't love, you can just flick that off. Hopefully that helps you guys out. Thanks, David. Appreciate it. Thanks, Quinn. All right, I'm gonna bounce. Hopefully you guys got some value from that, and look forward to an amazing 2021 from everyone here. If anyone's interested in getting a little bit of help with their business next year, I'm going to be doing something extremely exclusive And for those of you that are in my group, feel free to drop a comment and I'll reach out with a few more details. Anyway, look forward to seeing you guys all smash in 2021. Have a good one. Cheers.